Hey guys, Elizabeth Quinn here again with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents. Welcome back to my channel. Please don't forget to check out my website, which is waftingwonderfulwax.scentsy.us, where I am Liz Quinn, your lead Scentsy consultant. So today I have for you my weekly What I Have Been Warming video. And before that, I just wanted to mention that on Monday, because this will go up on Wednesday, we released our Easter collection, which includes mandarin zest and pinkberry fluff and violet spun sugar. My favorite is the mandarin zest. Some fantastic warmers, including a cute little bisque mini that has eggs and little bunnies on it. I think that's the Cotton Meadow mini. I hope it doesn't sell out by the time I'm talking to you about this. And our Epcot Flower Garden collection, which is so cool, including a bring back of French lavender, which you can throw in your club or get a stack of if you were sad that it retired recently, and our 3 new ones, which are going to be an heirloom rose, a soft plumeria, and a mint fields, which I am ordering immediately. And as soon as I can get my hands on them, I will report back to you about those. I love mint scents. They're hard to come by with Scentsy. I love rose and I love plumeria. So we'll see how that collection is in the near future. So let's get right on into what I have been warming though. First off, I wanted to see if I could tame my brick, because I got about half of it left, of maraschino sugar cookie, which was a real hit around Christmas time. But for me, I have trouble with the strength of the cherry. So I have tried it with sugar cookie, because this is just cherry and sugar cookie, and sugar cookie itself as a separate bar mixing in just did not do enough to tone down that strong maraschino cherry. So what I wanted to do was direct mix it with the amazing almond croissant, and it did the job. And I also tried it mixed with what was left of this clam of our both retired, the almond croissant and the cinnamon buttercream, but also cinnamon buttercream, and they were both quite good at making the almost too assertive cherry in here chill down just enough so that I could really enjoy it. I think my favorite mix would be a very large hunk of this brick, maybe like 2 cubes to 1 cube of the almond croissant. It was perfect. And the cinnamon buttercream is also more assertive than sugar cookie, so it did a good job kind of chilling it out too. It made for a really nice, mostly almond croissant with just a cherry undertone, direct mixing in the warmers all over the house on Sunday, and it was very, very nice. So I used up quite a bit of almond croissant, which in some warmers I did just by itself because that's one of my favorite bakery bars of all time. So that is just almond flaky pastry with the tiniest bit of cinnamon sugar, and your cinnamon buttercream is mostly like a mascarpone cream cheese type frosting with just the barest kiss of cinnamon, less even than the almond croissant. So that's what I wanted to talk about first. Next, because I had been doing this top 10 of all time series with all the different categories, I was talking about citrus, and that inspired me to melt some of my favorite citrus bars. So I've got quite a stack here. These were all going in different places on the same day. I did one warmer of a cube, one of these bricks, like half of it, of the amazing coconut lemongrass, which is such a staple, and if you've never tried it, please do. You can get it both as a bar and as a brick in Scentsy Club. I always get it as a brick because it is such a standard, wonderful Scentsy scent with all that lemongrass and coconut, fresh and clean and tropical perfection. Next, I wanted to get through, I think mostly in my front room here, no, it was this one, a bunch of bamboo yuzu, which is a club bar. This was available with Bring Back My Bar last June. It's sweet with the yuzu, the lime, almost a little bit of like an agave type smell. It is happy and light and bright, and it was so good. And then I think in the kitchen, I loaded up the warmers with the fantastic cocoa lime, which is also available right now. And this one is creamy coconut and lots of limey goodness. And it paired beautifully with bamboo yuzu. That's one of my favorite pairs. And to bring up the rear, I used a little bit of one of my hoarded bars of lemon verbena, which is very similar to coconut lemongrass, but it's a little bit more herbal. I would love to get this back and bring back my bar. This is a sharp herbal lemon verbena scent, so that is an herb rather than a flower or a citrus, and it has such a wonderful green and lemony quality. It's delicious. One of my husband's favorites. All right, another day where it was really cold and snowy outside, I got through a whole clam of the beautiful Cranberry Muffin, which is at least currently in my club. And this is just muffiny goodness with a tiny bit of orange zest and lots of cranberry, and totally a vanilla cupcake muffiny scent. It's more muffin than cupcake, but it's so nice. And I was doing that in alternate warmers with the glorious butter pecan. And this is the best roasty toasty smooth pecans. and almost like an ice cream base or a pecan sandy cookie kind of a base. It is the most beautiful bar. This is also in my club. And then I was using up Simply Vanilla in my Hoppy Easter warmer and a couple others for several days in the house, kind of spaced between different bars that I was melting, just because this is a good team player. And Simply Vanilla is just that. It's simply good vanilla. A little bit on the floral rather than bakery side, totally solid, totally in my club. And then there was a day that wasn't a fail for me, but it was a fail for one of my girls. I really, really like Strawberry Lemon Cake, which is our scent of the month. I have reviewed it very favorably. I don't have any issues with it. I put this in the warmers out here, 2 cubes in each of my warmers. And my older daughter came out and said, "Mom, it smells like hamster bedding in the house. Take that out." Seriously? Strawberry lemon cake smells like hamster bedding to my older daughter, and that is going to be a death knell. I'm going to have to like melt it in secret, you guys, because I love this. To me, it smells like beautiful creamy strawberries. And then my other daughter chimed in because they both had hamsters in the past. We don't have one right now. And well, yeah, Mom, I smell it too. So that's the first time ever my kids have shot down a scent that I really love. But this is supposed to be creamy, dreamy strawberry and vanilla cake with a sprinkling of lemon zest. They got cedar chip hamster bedding. So on the same day, they didn't tell me to take out my mango shortcake, which was really nice. I think this one is still currently available. Mango Margarita has sold out. This is a really good, based off of Go-Go Mango in our Scenspirations current collection, where you have the juicy mango and then you have sort of a cupcake shortcake base. They go together. It's sort of 50-50. It blends but doesn't exactly blend. So I like the juiciness of the mango that you get from this along with the cake. Some people are having trouble with the fact that those two don't totally blend for them. I like it. So to replace the strawberry lemon cake that I was told to take out of the warmers ASAP, I put in a whole bunch of Amazon rain because I knew that that would be flattering and not offensive to anyone. So this is creamy, and honestly it went really well with the mango shortcake, oddly enough, even though this is more of a fresh scent, because there's an orange and a creamy coconut and then there are greens in the background. It's so good though, you guys. So it went pretty well with the mangoes. It was nice. Another day I was getting through some spice and bakery, so I was using French toast, which is a great bar, especially when it is really fresh. Some people complain that this smells like burning wires as the clams get older, and I can understand that. When I warmed this, it was still perfectly fine, but you kind of have to keep an eye on this bar because the cinnamon just gets a little weird over time, and then because it's supposed to smell like French toast with a golden egg batter dip, I think the egg and the cinnamon gets kind of funky in the clam. So I can understand why people struggle with that a little. I still love it. And then a whole clam of toffee butter crunch, because as I've been doing these top 10 of all times, this is one of my favorite bars in bakery. And when you talk about it, you have to then go and melt it. So I melted a whole beautiful bar of toffee butter crunch. And then at the end of some of my toffee butter crunch warming, I was curious, how would that melt with Hug in a Mug? And I also was doing Perk Me Up, but that was last week, kind of the overlap day when I was filming. Perk Me Up with Hug in a Mug, Toffee Butter Crunch with Hug in a Mug, very nice together because Hug in a Mug is like a cookie dough, almost Tootsie Roll-like scent for me. That hazelnut and chocolate, I don't love it on its own, but it is a very good bakery mixer. It's not available at the moment. Hopefully it will come back next fall for those of you that love it. And today I decided I needed a palette cleanser, so I did a bunch of fresh woodsy. So this White Amber and Silk is a laundry scent that just retired, but also because it's got the amber, it almost leans woodsy laundry, if there is such a thing. It's very elegant, it's very pretty, it's soft, it's going in this front room, bringing tremendous relaxation to all these videos that I'm filming on this Monday, and it's very nice. Then there's one which was from a flash sale, and I've never melted this before. This is called Sheer Woods. I had to go and dig up the notes on this, and now I don't even remember what they were. There's violet leaf in here and a couple of wood type smells, a little bit of birch, I think. It's really nice. It is subtle. It was available. I had to go and watch somebody else's review video on it all the way back in 2017, which is why we've never heard of it. It's beautiful, but not something I will run out and get 10 more of, but I'm appreciating it for the one day. And then I had a bunch of crumbles left from my tester bar of our Woodland Meadow, which is a current new release. This is very nice. I just have one warmer going with the remains of this, and it's going nicely with the White Amber and Silk and the Sheer Woods. This is just a really gentle Wildflower cologne, almost fresh scent. It is in the fresh category, and it's nice. It's a little bit sweeter when you get it in the warmer than it is on cold, just FYI. So then, what was I doing in other rooms? We've got bedrooms here, and in the basement, I have to admit, I only did one combination, but I have been on a mission to figure out how am I going to use up my couple clams of caramel sugar cookie, and I had put it a couple weeks ago with cinnamon and clove. Guess what? I found an even better mix, and this one is so good, I'm going to be sad when I'm out of caramel sugar cookie. And that is another bar that I don't like on its own, and that is Fireside Chats, which I have a ton of from several different bundles. This is a bar that was in our worst scents of the season ever a couple years ago. Like, they were all duds. It was so sad. But Fireside Chats, I mean, it's not a bad bar. It's just, you usually reach for something else instead of kind of a bar. So it's smoky with orange and nutmeg and almost a barbecue smoky embers. So this, with the way too sweet caramel sugar cookie, direct mix these in a warmer, and it transforms both of them. It was so good. My kids even commented, Mom, what did you do in the basement? It's amazing. Direct mix. This is amazing. I have one more full bar of this. I've got like 4 bars of this left. We will be doing this when I want a really warm, deep, long-lasting scent down there. And if I don't get it all done in the spring, summer, we will totally melt this again fall, winter. It was good. So then what was going in the Florida room? Not a lot. I did some almond croissant, which I already showed you for a couple days in there. And that room just lets scent last for a long time because it's cold. We're not using it a lot right now. There's not a lot of airflow in and out. So almond croissant went by itself for, I think, 3 days. It was great. Mostly you get that wonderful almond pastry and then the cinnamon sugar. Another day, which is holding over for today, White Amber Antique, which is so good, you guys. This is one of my husband's favorites. It's woody. It's available right now. It's warm. Oh, it's so good if you like cologne smells. If you like Mystery Man, but you want it updated a little bit younger, a little bit more flirtatious, get some White Amber Antique. It's amazing. Then I was using up the last of my demonstration set, because as consultants we can do early access for certain things, of the Mango Wildflower scent. This went for 2, maybe 3 days in my Florida room. It was solid and very good, you guys. This is a unique bar. I like the Mango Margarita best for scent profile. I like the Mango Shortcake because I like bakery. But this one has great longevity, and it is a unique bar. So if you haven't picked this up and you like anything that's got Go-Go Mango as a base, and then a little bit of almost like a sweet tart floral, it was very impressive, and it did a very nice job out there for a couple of days. And then we've got some bedroom stuff. So today I'm doing all sorts of different cologne and wood scents in the house. So I got out my last bar of the fabulous Echo. This is similar to White Amber Antique. It's an older formula. It includes bitter orange. It smells like the best men's shaving cream plus that bitter orange. It is heady and intoxicating. It's like, whoa. And this makes me think of an old-fashioned man. So I'm not exactly sure where I was, but I was talking about Echo, and my phone is telling me that I am just about out of storage, guys. So that was a wonderful smell that was Bring Back My Bar ages ago that we need to vote back. And I was also doing the lovely summer moonlight in my bedroom, and it was so, so pretty with the beautiful strawberry, and then you have your sandalwood and sweet pea, and it's fantastic. So that is pretty much what I was warming this week. It just cut off because my phone's getting a little cranky. I would love to know what you guys are warming, and if you're going to pick anything up from our new Epcot Flower Garden collection or the Easter collection. So this is Elizabeth with Elizabeth's Scents and Scenes and Scents and Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents, whatever it is that I am saying. Have a wonderful afternoon. God bless. Bye-bye.